My name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin.
What's going on, guys? It's Caleb. Today we're taking a look at a very rare opportunity. This was completed in 2014 using a 2010 Camaro donor car. This is a street legal one of 5 COPO Camaros. It was completely stripped down and built by Turnkey Automotive. If you don't know who that company is, look them up. They are the licensed performance shop that builds COPOs for GM. This one, however, has things like air conditioning, power steering, a horn, turn signals, mirrors on it. So it is street legal. It does have a title. It does have a VIN. Chances of you seeing one again, probably not ever going to happen.
Now guys, real quick before we get into the rest of the video, if you guys have been enjoying our YouTube videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you click the bell icon, you'll get notified every time a new one gets posted. You don't want to miss out. We got a lot of killer inventory coming in and out of this place. They go just as quick as they come in, so if you want to be the first to see it, beat everyone else, make sure to click the bell. For the full photo shoots and write-up descriptions, you can visit volocars.com. There you can study the specs. You can take a look at our full studio shots of these vehicles. We have close-up shots. You have in-depth interior, exterior, engine bay, underneath the vehicles. It's all on the website, volocars.com. There's a couple hundred, both modern muscle and classic cars. They're all for sale. It's highly addicting. I'm on the site all the time looking at these awesome rides, so make sure to check it out.
All right, let's get into it. So like I was saying, the owner had to find a new Camaro to use as a donor. So he bought a 2010 body or a 2010 Camaro. It was sent to Turnkey Automotive in 2014. That's when they disassembled this car and rebuilt it from the ground up. This was repainted in that Blu-ray metallic, very gorgeous color. It's got a deep blue to it, almost some purple and metallics in it depending on the light. Very sharp color, very appealing. It does have the COPO graphics along the sides and on the hood. It says 416 supercharged, so that's a little different from the regular Camaro, COPOs. But this was built using 100% COPO direct parts. So it is a true COPO. It was built by them, kind of underneath the table. GM ended up finding out about these cars and put an end to them. So that's why there's only 5 in existence. But it does have a 2010 Camaro title and a VIN that matches this body. So everything else was completely stripped down. This does have the rear-mounted wheelie bars and the parachute mount. It does not come with a parachute. However, you can go on COPO Direct Parts and order one new. It comes with 2 sets of wheels, well, 2 sets in the rear. This is sitting on the Bogart COPO Camaro wheels. So there's ultra lightweight. I actually have a set of Bogarts on my Trailblazer, so very nice wheels, very lightweight. They're wrapped in a Mickey Thompson ET Street radial. They are, well, they're skinnies up front. Obviously have a massive rear tire on them. It does come with a set of weld wheels for the rear with some drag radials on it if you do want to track this car. This car has never seen the track. It was dyno tuned. It has been street driven, so it has 138 miles on the chassis, on the build. The odometer does work as well as the speedometer on it. Underneath the car, guys, it's absolutely spotless, brand spanking new. Make sure you take a look at the pictures on the website. But this is using complete strange components. I'm going to read a list here so I get it right. It features Strange's S-Track 4-link axle suspension, a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust all the way to the rear. It does have Corsa muffler tips at the end. There's actually dual electric cutoffs that end right before the rear axle there. You can flip them open electronically with the flip of a switch right in the cab there, right next to the heat and air conditioning. I'll show you that in a little while. This is sitting on a strange solid rear axle with a very streetable gear ratio in the rear end. It has fully adjustable coilover strange shocks, so struts over shocks in the front and the rear. It has Strange's 4-wheel disc brakes, So this thing is completely built, even from underneath. It's done right. Again, 100% COPO direct parts, so it's the exact spec of a COPO Camaro. Let's take a look inside. All right, guys, coming into the interior, it has been stripped down quite a bit, reducing weight on it. So they got rid of the speakers, the door locks, stuff like that. This does have the NHRA certified roll cage with a quick release on it, so that's kind of nice. This does, again, it features the COPO Racing bucket seats on it. It has a 5-point harness, seat belts as well. All the carpet, obviously, everything was pulled out, completely entirely stripped, and then reassembled. It's got a Hurst quarter stick shifter right in the center there with line lock on it. There is a there's not a parachute release mount. So if you did want to purchase the parachute for it, you would have to purchase the controls to hook it up into the shifter there. It does have a reverse lockout as well. This car was equipped with some streetable accessories. So exclusive to this car that COPOs don't have, it has vintage air and heat. It does have a working horn and turn signals and a single windshield wiper in the center there next to the fuel gauge. Next in front of the shifter is where the electric cutoff switches are. And that's where your vintage air and heat controls are. Everything is working, and then a working fuel gauge next to it. So very similar to COPO. That's because it is. It has all the control switches in the middle there. That's how you start the car, turn it on and off as well. You have all the odometer gauges, just like a regular COPO. We have an oil pressure, water temperature, fuel pressure, and a transmission temperature. The steering wheel does tilt as well, so you can get in and out a little bit easier, which is nice to have. Overall, again, 138 original miles on it, guys, so this thing is ultra clean. The rear seat's been deleted. Obviously, it has that NHRA chassis mount in here, so no room for passengers. Well, a single passenger, but that's about it. There is no radio anymore, unfortunately. Oh, I did forget to mention, it does have electric power windows. So the window switches do still work for the front, or the passenger and the driver. Now to get into the trunk, in the gas flap here, if you pop it open, there's a little orange pull tab that's going to release the trunk on it, guys. So right in here, you're going to have to pull that out. It releases the trunk. There's also a cutoff switch right here to push it on and off. This does have dual batteries, just like the normal COPOs. It's all wired in nicely. If you look at our drag COPO that we have on our site, everything looks the same. It is down to the exact spec. They do strip all the carpeting and trimming on the trunk just to save some weight. We have a nice voltage meter. This does have a bigger, this is a 15-gallon fuel cell. So obviously if you are street driving it, you want to have a little bit of gas in it so you don't have to stop every 5 minutes to fill back up. You have dual electric pumps. I mean, this thing is down to the T of a COPO. So very nicely done by Turnkey Automotive. This is a very impressive car. Moving on to the engine bay, guys. Obviously, this does have that very recognizable COPO cowl hood on it. They do a carbon fiber vinyl graphic in the middle. So the hood latch still works. It's held up with the hood strut. All right, guys, so the engine is a little different from a regular COPO. This is a completely fully built Edelbrock LS3 engine, stroked out to 416 cubic inches. It does have their Edelbrock supercharger right on top because they weren't able to, because of certain factors, they couldn't use the COPO engine, so they had to put an Edelbrock in it. Turnkey would not put that COPO engine in it. It does have the custom COPO long tube headers into that full stainless steel exhaust. Make sure you take a look on the site at those pictures. It's absolutely a beautiful work of art. Everything is brand spanking new on this. It is showroom condition, just mint from tip to tail. hopefully I did this car justice, guys. I will include the full description on the website. I have the complete build list on it. But anyway, that was my impression on this 2010 COPO Camaro. Again, this was assembled, disassembled, and reassembled by Turnkey Automotive in 2014. It is 100% street legal. This car will hurt a lot of feelings out on the road. So if you want something that's a midnight second car, here you go. It's street legal, ready to go. It is literally turnkey. You will not have to do anything except fill up the gas tank. So thanks for checking it out. If you guys are interested in purchasing it, you can visit volocars.com. There, if you click the Buy It Now button, it'll secure a refundable deposit on this car. It'll shoot us an email. We can help set up financing if need be. We can also get this shipped right to your driveway. Again, this car is financeable. It does have a title. It does have a VIN, so that's a plus to it. If you want to call us, you can ask for me, Caleb. I'd be more than happy to talk over the car some more with you. We can also go over financing options and shipping that way as well. It's super easy, so check out the website or give us a call. But thanks for checking out our 2010 COPO.